We are with D-Robotics here at Embedded World 2026, and we're going to be talking to Frank about the RDK S100, which is their latest SBC they've released specifically for working in robotics. Now, there are various SBCs out there on the market, but you guys really specialize with robotics quite a lot. What is it about this one that makes it very special in this age of AI-powered robotics and robot operating systems and things like that?
So this one is called RDK S100.
Yes.
Yeah. The architecture of this board is actually human-inspired brain architecture.
Yes.
It consists of cerebrum and cerebellum.
Yes.
So it's kind of two parts of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And inside of this board, the CPU is about we have 6 A78 CPUs,
yeah.
And also for BPU, we have AI computing power of 80 TOPS.
Okay.
Yeah, with those 80 TOPS AI computing power, it supports a lot of different AI models. For example, we can run YOLO 26 inside this board with FPS about 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and also inside this RDK S100, it has an MCU. Mm-hmm. And this MCU has more than 6,000 DMIPS. Yep. So that is also very high standard of operation too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this kind of architecture can make RDK S100 being very excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. And here on the floor, we'll get video of it in just a moment, but you were saying that there are also some demos of this here on the floor. You were showing me before that there's a robot arm that works with Hugging Face. Do you want to tell me a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So for the robotics arm you saw before, that is based on Hugging Face, the robot, and with this board, it supports various different kinds of VLA models that can be run locally inside this board, and with the BPU, we can do AI acceleration for those VLA models.
Okay, I see. There's a few different demos of a few different devices here on the stand. So I know that the RDK S100 is your latest release, but this isn't by any means the only thing you guys have out there on the market. You have various different SBCs and also accessories that can work alongside them for robotics. Is that correct?
Yes, of course. Besides this RDK S100, we also have RDK X5.
Yes.
So with RDK X5, we've built a little robot called Magic Box, and Magic Box can do some dancing and some light flashing or something like that. And with accessory, we also provide camera accessories.
Yes, for sure, yeah. And we will be seeing more of those as the video goes on. But yes, as previously mentioned, there are some wonderful things that have been made out of this already. With that in mind, let's move on to talk to one of the makers from the community that works with these boards already. So, Jonathan, you have been working with these boards from more of a maker perspective.
Yes.
We've just heard about the launch of the RDK S100, but of course that's very new. What have you been using from this company? What have you been making with it?
Yes, I've been using RDK X3 and RDK X5.
Yeah.
RDK X5 is the newest one of the both.
Yeah.
And I use it for different kind of projects, and there are kind of examples that are running right now that with depth measure, with structural positioning of the body, a lot of things like that. So
yeah. Absolutely, and that would be the Magic Box demo that's over here.
Yes.
That's going to be on screen right now when we're talking about this. So a lot of makers are used to working with small Linux single-board computers, but the fact that this company are so well entrenched in robotics and are designing things specifically for it, has that made it easier to come up with ideas that are, like you say, have things like complex movement or maybe 3D vision? Is it something that is a little easier compared to, say, another SBC that isn't set up specifically for robotics?
Yes, it's easier because you have a lot of examples that are provided that you can use, that can give more ideas. There's this RDK Studio that is like the visual studio for RDK that give a lot of good stuff to work on. So all in all, there's a lot of things going on that help to have a great project. And well, I don't know what to say more, but
no, but I understand it as someone who comes from a maker background to have have hardware that is backed up by software from that same company that's designed to work the way you want it to, and also accessories designed to work specifically with that board is a great help. It's also really nice to see someone who is a maker working with boards that are maybe newer boards that people haven't heard of. When it comes to other people in the maker community, would you recommend these boards as things that will be good places to get started with if people want to start making their own robots, for example?
Yes, of course, it would be a great example with the different tutorials available. It can be easy to start with, yes.
Absolutely, yeah. And the other thing that we have here on the booth, there are a lot of examples, and you will have been seeing some of them on the screen, but there is also a fully fledged robotic dog, which features the new RDK S100, and we're going to hear about that in just a moment. So Robbie is going to tell us a little bit more about the RDK. That is the entire ecosystem that's provided by D-Robotics for their vendors, for their customers. So what kind of things are people making using both your hardware and the RDK system that you have?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin, in charge of the RDK product in the global market. In our opinion, we think develop a robot is a very complex project. It includes some hardware, software, and many algorithms. So we provide our RDK. It's a one-stop platform for these developers. It includes our hardware, include our AI accelerators for these algorithms. So for these robots, for these developers, they can use our hardware, software, and toolchains to develop a robot very easily, very fast. So you can see here, there is many robots, just like a robot dog and a humanoid robot, and some AI cameras. All of these products are based on our hardware, software, and our toolchain.
Exactly. The idea being that you could give people just the hardware they require in order to do this, and you do sell all of that hardware, as we've talked about earlier in this video. But you're not just selling people the hardware to make things, you're selling people an entire ecosystem that will allow them to get into robotics using some of the work that you've already done. And as you say, on the stand here, there is humanoid robotics, there are dogs, there are everything from industrial scale projects down to maker projects. All of these things essentially use the same footprint, which is your hardware and your RDK ecosystem. Would that be correct?
Yes, that's true.
Excellent.
That's true.
And it doesn't just stop there as well. I mean, we have the hardware we talked about, we have the new hardware launch and the entire RDK ecosystem. But one of the other things as well is the D-Robotics Gravity program, which is something that they also are working with people in order to help them get started with RDK, whether that's helping them actually get parts easier or giving them access to the documents and all the different parts they need in order to get started. D-Robotics is really doing quite a lot in order to help people get into robotics, whether they are getting into it for the first time through their maker community or through the very real and very distinctly professional robotics that are going to be working in industry at some point. But the main thing is, if you want to have one takeaway from this video, everything that we've talked about today is very well set out already on the D-Robotics website. If you want to find out about their hardware or their software or what it is being used for, you can find it all at the D-Robotics website, which will be on screen right now and linked directly under this video. Robbie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.